Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, all over the world. Dobson 777 Alpha here. Well, hello everyone. I decided not to show myself today because I haven't taken a shower. I'm sitting here with a t-shirt and a ball cap on because my hair is a mess. I did my other chickens today. So I had 9 chickens done, 25 over the last 3 or 4 days. My freezer is full. So I'm happy to have that off the list. One less animal that I got to set of animals I got to take care of. But I've got a couple things, and there's going to be some precious metals charts in this presentation as well. And I have to say, I haven't been doing this in a while, and I have to almost relearn how to use some of these tools. It's been a while. Anyways, this first article was on Zero Hedge, and it was really interesting. There was a international gold smuggling ring several years ago, and this guy had gone into protection because he had turned evidence for the government. But he ended up being involved in some horse racing, and he had his picture taken, and it's caused a big hoorah. But anyways, I thought this was kind of cool. This went into this 200 tons of secret gold where Turkey was trading with Iran. And apparently this guy, was at the middle of it. It was very complex the way the whole thing went, but he ended up not violating the terms of his secret conditions, but he's living somewhere in Florida, and the media, they're hoping they don't, show where he's living, but I think this could be tracked down. This is a major problem. I thought this was just an interesting story. 200 tons of secret gold. Anybody see this? Italian Institute of Health drastically reduces its official COVID death toll number. And I looked at it, it was 130,468 registered as COVID deaths since the start of the pandemic. But now they're saying only 3,800 are directly attributable to the virus alone. And this is what we've been saying. Look, all these people had multiple comorbidities already. Remember, the vast majority of them are over 70. Anyways, they've got all these different issues. Arterial hypertension, dementia, diabetes, atrial fibrillation, lung problems, cancer, and previous heart failures. But yet they listed the cause of death of COVID, yet these people had, in many cases, 3 or more comorbidities. So somebody with a brain finally went there and go, this is all bull crap, and they cleaned it up. But I did notice there's all these fact checkers coming in going, no, this is a bogus story and everything. But no, this is the real thing. You got to go back and look at, kind of like the guy was on a motorcycle, got run over by a car, but man, he had COVID, so he must have died of COVID. You can't say that the car running over him was the real cause. That happened in Florida, by the way, and a state trooper went and challenged them listing it as cause of COVID when the guy's body parts were scattered all over the highway from the wreck. But anyways, we know this is going on, and it's occasionally it shows up, but the idea is this is saying it was 97% overstated. So if you look across the world, those numbers are ridiculous. Remember, nobody's died of the flu, nobody's died of heart disease, nobody's died of anything, heart attacks, cancer, anything. Everybody died of COVID in the last year and a half, 2 years. How many of you heard this? Again, sometimes things happen. Sometimes you could roll, snake eyes 3 times in a row, but what's the chances of 3 Ohio judges dying suddenly within 2 weeks after, the vaccine mandate? And I thought this was really interesting. And, somebody sent me something about a bunch of athletes that are now keeling over. But guess what? We've had this problem for a long time, long before COVID, because they end up with enlarged hearts and all kinds of things. The athletes, it's not uncommon for them to just drop dead long before we ever had COVID. But it takes a long time before they actually figure out what the cause is. But this is being pointed as like, this is kind of curious, but it doesn't mean this is the cause. But 3 judges, they're all kind of looking at us going, well, I wonder, don't know. I don't know if they got the shot or not, but they actually signed off on the mandate apparently. So let's look at our charts. So here's gold. Now when I look at this chart, this sure looks like we've actually had a breakout on gold. And we've been predicting this for quite some time. It really looked like we'd come off the bottom. We thought we were going to break here. Instead, it came back down, hit this bottom again, and now this is a pretty substantial jump. But if you come all the way back from here, we were at 1725. We're nearly up $100 just from October. Actually, that's the end of September. That's a big jump, and it's like $50 just in this time period here. So gold looks like it's off to the races. I think, and by the way, if you follow this here, you got this flag here. This difference between 1683 and 1908. Okay, I added a trend line thing here, and it's saying that this would be $223 that gold could potentially go up if you follow this flag here. $223 from probably this point right here. So that would basically put you up to $2,000. That looks like where we're going to potentially break to if it follows the normal pennant or bull flag rules. So anyways, I think $2,000 is heading our way. Now silver is an interesting one. I'm kind of looking at this as like we've had this here. This has been kind of this trend channel, and then we were breaking down, but we found support at this line again, and we started coming out. So we've kind of broken out of this lower channel, but we definitely haven't. This isn't a pennant. I don't know what you would call this, but remember, silver lags gold here, so I don't know what's going to happen, but it looks like we need to get back up to 28, and we're kind of running sideways here, but I'd like to see this make a significant jump and start moving in the same direction so we can see if we have a breakout. We kind of have a breakout of this downward channel here, but I don't know. This hasn't moved significantly above that, so we'll wait and see. Now this is platinum. Platinum has a similar bull flag pennant formation, and but it looks like it has more room here where it can come back down, and then before it finally breaks out, could be December time period. And it's going to be a similar thing if I'll show you how I do this. You do an info line. Now platinum could jump $438 whenever it goes. So that would put you into the 1500 range, depending on where it breaks from. But I think platinum still is a huge opportunity here. So that would be, dang, that'd be a 50% jump from the $1,000 range right here. Now lastly, I kind of looked at from the most recent low we had back here in, when this bull run started. So in September 2018, it's saying silver's up 70%, gold is up 51.5%, and then platinum's up 32%. So it looks like, platinum's got to do some catching up and get up in this range. It looks like it's still the undervalued one, and I'm just not. I think we're going to see gold kind of run up and probably pass silver, and then silver will catch up like what's happened before. You can see gold ran up and then silver caught up. So I expect gold's going to run up and then silver's going to try to catch up again. That's the way this normally works. Now if you look back since, let me try to set this up since, I always like to do this, since we had the last reset in 1971. This shows you, make sure I get it set right. This is 1970. So gold is up 48 times since 1970. Silver's only up 13 times, and platinum's only up 1.5 times. But platinum doesn't have the same history. We only have that to 1997. So if we go from that period when platinum started, actually platinum hasn't changed that much. So we're up 4 times for gold and silver, but platinum's only up 1.5 times. I'm still expecting platinum's going to give us a big surprise here, but remains to be seen. Anyways, I thought you might like to see some charts, so I got those in there for you. I'll see you next time. I hope everybody's treating you well. I hope you're doing well. Do the best you can. God bless.
Dug has a new toy. Dug has a new toy. Let me see it. You got a new toy? You're so happy. It's a little rabbit. Does that make you happy? Whoops.
All right, go potty.
We gonna go bye-bye? Are we gonna go bye-bye? Are we gonna go bye-bye? Yeah. We gonna go bye-bye? Yeah, all right. You going to get in the car? We're not quite ready. I'm almost ready. You almost ready? Okay. I'll tell you, you got to walk all around your property and pay attention to things, but I got tons of blackberries that are ready to be harvested, so I got to go get a little cup and fill these things up. I was just shocked when I walked down here. I go, hey, what's that? So guess what? I got a little treat right now.